Fucking YouTube, am I right? Can't even watch Olympics. Can't even watch Olympics. Bro's live for 10 hours. Damn, I didn't realize he goes live for that long.
It'd be nice to get into plat this time. Sort of gold and get D-ranked back into silver and have to play this shit. So at least I get pushed into fucking gold, which is easier to get out of. Plays more consistent. Peaks gold too. Cheers for Ale.
This fucking
Kelvin.
Yeah, for sure.
In the Jeffrey Epstein files.
They have a new code word. So we know the pizza is for, we know that. But one that was in the files a lot was jerky.
I didn't know about this one.
Jerky is or meat.
Really?
Yeah. Because in a bunch of emails, it's like, can I try your jerky? You need to help the jerky walk to this. Why would jerky need to walk? Beef jerky, delicious. Thank you. There's one bag of beef jerky in the fridge at 71st. Please get it. And also, Blank has more at his place. I suppose it needs to be consoled in an insulated bag. And it was one where it's like, I'm teaching a cooking class about beef jerky or something like that. And I'm like, yo, why is beef jerky so repetitive?
There's another one. I think it's grape soda.
Yeah.
You heard that one?
Grape soda, I have heard a bit of it.
So I think that one's supposed to mean like someone you want to spell it out. Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'll show you how to make it. Jerky class. He's working at a restaurant called Jerky and Steak. Yeah. So you know what they're doing.
In the Jeffrey Epstein files.
They have a new code word. So we know the pizza is for, we know that. But one that was in the files a lot was jerky.
I didn't know about this one.
Jerky is or meat.
Really?
Yeah. Because in a bunch of emails, it's like, can I try your jerky? You need to help the jerky walk to this. Why would jerky need to walk? Beef jerky, delicious. Thank you. There's one bag of beef jerky in the fridge at 71st. Please get it. And also, Blank has more at his place. I suppose it needs to be consoled in an insulated bag. And it was one where it's like, I'm teaching a cooking class about beef jerky or something like that. And I'm like, yo, why is beef jerky so repetitive?
There's another one. I think it's grape soda.
Yeah.
You heard that one?
Grape soda, I have heard a bit of it.
So I think that one's supposed to mean like someone you want to spell it out. Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'll show you how to make it. Jerky class. He's working.
Wow. What was the pizza for? These guys are high as fuck. Average, like, Canadian. You're all fucking high, every single one of these. What's good?
So we know the pizza
Just this guy's the only person that's like aware of their surroundings. This person's just like, dude, I'm in love. This person's also like fangirling.
Why have you got a water gun?
I need to hit Bono because yesterday for his birthday I granted it because obviously it was not the best of days. Let's see. Oh, it's working! We need to make sure Bono is not leaving.
Go.
Run.
Man, that was spot on. 2 shots. No, it's okay, enough. That was for your birthday yesterday. You are making a plan, I don't like this. Hello, dude. No, don't worry. Yeah, he's insanely strong.
What?
Come down the side as well to the left. Is it electronic or? Pressure, yeah. I've come all this way to say hi to you. Happy birthday, buddy, for the other day.
What's What's in the bottle?
This is bonus revenge.
What's in it?
Just deal with it, man. Is it just Tabasco?
I love it.
Because you're Lewis.
I hate spice. I can't hate spice. Even the sliced
If it was Lewis, though, he'd be like, oh, what the fuck did you do to me?
Man, I'm literally
Arrest this guy.
my chest is burning.
You live by the sword, die by the sword.
Why have you got a water gun?
I need to hit Bono because
Hey, how are ya? What's your name?
Emma.
Emma, great to meet you. Oh, you can have one of those.
Just for free?
Yeah.
I have these as like a little token of appreciation.
Oh, thank you for the stickers.
Could you sign one of my binder in my card?
Sign your binder? Yeah. You want it on the front here?
There.
All right. Did you want me to sign a card too?
Yes, I have a World Championship energy.
Oh, you got a big collection.
I've been collecting for a few years.
Okay. Do you have a favorite, Emma?
I like Boltons and like Herdier. I like the dog.
Okay. I have have you gotten the Bolton promo? Yeah, this one. Get that?
No.
You can have that.
Thank you.
Let me get you. I got another. Oh, I got this one. This one's Japanese.
Oh, I might need to pick up that rainbow.
Which one?
Ditto.
Oh, the Ditto. This one?
Yeah, my mom and I both love Ditto.
Okay. Well, here. How about you take both of these two?
Oh, like for free?
Yeah. I'll trade you for the stickers. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh, and one more, Emma. One more. All right. You can pick up any graded Pokemon card to have too as a little gift.
Thank you.
You're
I don't
very
have
welcome.
any yet.
You don't have any graded yet?
No,
Oh, well, I'm happy to give you your first one.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I like this one.
Yeah? Okay, yeah, take that one. You're very welcome.
I only have 30 bucks on me, so I think
Only
I'm gonna
30?
Look at some
Okay.
other things.
I also, oh yeah, go take a look, and if you don't see anything, feel free to come back, okay? Oh, I'm just seeing the Scarlet Cat with the 150 Australian. Said, hey Coop, absolutely adore what you do. You've shown me there's still people who care about the magic of this game and not just the money. If possible, could you please put this towards making some kids stay with some kind of card that might be out of their pressure? Absolutely. Thank you so much, Scarlet.
You're gonna be around, right?
Yes, absolutely. And Emma, a person in my live stream chat, they bought you a $100 card you can pick. Anything you'd like, that's up to $100. But yeah, don't
He
feel
straight up
pressured
was like,
by
yeah, I'm
anything
giving it to
want.
you.
Just take a look, take your time, and you can pick something out, okay? You're very welcome.
I like this
Okay.
tag team.
And it can be multiple things too. It doesn't have to be one thing for 100, it can add up, okay?
Yeah, I like the tag team a lot.
Okay.
I would go for the tag team and the Leafeon.
You want to do that? Oh, that's a great pick. All right.
Yeah, I saw you earlier. I just clicked on a random Pokemon video and I was like, wait, Colonial Heights, that's
Yeah.
you.
Ah, well, I'm glad you stopped.
Absolutely freaked out. I was like, Dad, we need to go.
I'm glad you stopped by. All right. Awesome. Absolutely. Yeah. What was your name, by the way? Andy. Andy, great to meet you.
She lost her mind.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, Dad.
W Dad.
oh, that's so funny.
I just want to tell you thank you because I appreciate you so much.
Oh, Emma, you're so welcome. I'm so glad you came to see me.
Yeah. I'm so glad I got here. in time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Hey, how are ya?
Good.
What's your name?
Emma.
Emma, great
That's
to meet
really
you.
cool.
Oh, you can have one of those.
Just for free?
Yeah.
I have these as like a little token of appreciation.
Oh, thank you for the stickers.
Could you sign one of my binder in my card?
Sign your binder? Yeah. You want it on the front here?
There.
All right. Did you want me to sign a card?
Bruh.
Delivering food on a bicycle until they can afford a C706 till they have made $99. Delivering food on a bicycle until they can afford a C706 till they have made $99. Delivering food on a bicycle until they can afford a C706.
Wait. Is that the Is that the new one? With all the weird canards and shit? All the... What year is this? 2020. Yeah, see, these are 20. Okay, so yeah. 158,000 for... Yo, 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 yo. Can we remember what engine this is? This is a LSX, bro. It's just an LSX. It's just an LSX, boys. It's just an LSX. Like, really? What are we doing? What are we doing? 2025 model year. Oh, wow. $144,000. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're basically just paying for a... I'm pretty sure you're just paying for like a reboxed fucking LSX. Like, essentially. Like, it's just an LSX. I can't find the exact engine, like... Okay, let's see. They're called LT. Oh, so they're not LSs anymore. Oh, they're from the Camaros. That's... I guess. Alright, fucking scratching away. That's interesting, to say the least. It's true. Yo, with the collision, the collision. The collision makes it even funnier.
We have an X.
Delivering food on a bicycle until they can afford it.
We have an XL version that is going to be given away to a couple people in the top 100.
Trust me when I tell you guys this, for the future, you are going to want to get this, okay? I promise you're going to want to get this for the future. I'm not going to say why. Sell those. Chill, chat. Chill.
You guys are thinking down the line.
Chill,
right
chat.
It also
chill.
works.
Chill.
We have an XL version that is going to be given away to a couple people in the
They
top
probably
100.
will,
Trust me
so
when I tell you
they're
guys
probably
this,
going to be
for
like
the future,
limited run.
You are going to want to get this, okay? I promise you're going to want to get this for the future. I'm not going to say why. Sell those.
I wonder if it's like a container. The V-bots were going crazy. What the fuck? Waits till it goes down and fucking jumps. Diabolical. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Death is scared of this guy. What the fuck is this one?
Want free frags when playing from Palace on Mirage? Start using this giant smoke. It gives you cover to sneak into it and get to under balcony, allowing you surprise the CTs playing from jungle, stairs, and ticket. The lineup is super easy, so just find the perfect timing and abuse this smoke. So, want free frags when playing from Palace on Mirage? Start using this giant smoke. It gives you cover to sneak into it and get to under balcony, allowing you surprise the CTs playing from jungle, stairs, and ticket. The lineup is super easy, so just find the perfect timing and abuse this smoke.
I can help you get diamond. I'm a real plat? What does that even mean? Are you saying I'm not a real plat? Yeah, right! A platinum player can speed boost. Yeah, right! If you're plat, I like men! I can help you get diamond. I'm a real plat? What does that even mean? Are you saying I'm not a real plat? Yeah, right! A platinum player can speed boost. Yeah, right!
Okay. Time to fucking play. Okay. Oh yeah.
Of the subject.
Mm.
And if you do like this, you will never get ready with what you're doing.
Right.
Because it's so very much more complex than you thought from the beginning. So most ufologists are saying, okay, this is not interesting. I'm looking at that.
Yes.
And I think that's not the way forward, really.
But even beyond that, like I look at like, you know, Jacques Vallée, who we were talking about earlier, one of the best theorists on the topic, you know, French godfather of a lot of modern UFO research. Amazing guy.
Yeah.
And, you know, on par with...
I love this. This guy's podcast is so good. Should check out the Jesse Michelle's podcast if you're into fucking aliens. Let it drip. Oh, ooh, on a beach. The fuck? Boom, 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 boom. Ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. You are around, can't sleep, I can't speak. I want you to know that I'm ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. Yeah. You to know whenever you are around, I can't speak. I can't speak. You to know that I'm ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. I wanted you to know whenever you are around, I can't speak. I can't speak. You're not my real girlfriend. Problems. I'm ready to go, heartbeat, my heartbeat. I want you now. Whenever you are around, can't speak, I can't speak. I can't speak. Gaming mouse.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney has been here early tonight for UFC 288. Nice pop from the Jersey faithful. The legend and Hall of Famer, Don Fry. Also with us for... Oh, Sydney Sweeney has been here early tonight for UFC 288. Nice pop from the Jersey faithful. The legend and Hall of Famer, Don Fry. Also with us for... Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Me and you. He wanted to fuck her. That's why. Me, you. Wait, what? I don't know. This is also just a kind of a way to get everybody to shut up about it.
So I do this every year. I add a stripe. So it's going to be like this for a year. And then next year, wintertime, like end of December, I do another ring.
So how long has this been?
3 years. So this one I did in 2023, end of 2023. Then did another one 2024, 2025. So I do this every year. I add a stripe. So it's going to be like this for a year. And then next year, wintertime, like end of December, I do another ring.
So how long has this been?
3
She's like a tree. She's like a tree. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. God, holy fuck, that's so stupid, but honestly so cool. He's cool. I'm jealous. Why couldn't the Canadian figure skaters be cool like her? No, I'm just kidding. She has a septum piercing. She's probably fucking crazy.
All right, let me gear up. So my finale gear is going to look like something like this. Zerial staff, Serp helm, Vitris top and bottom. I think I'm going to use Fury for the bonuses. I'm going to use Confliction gauntlets. I'm going to be using Treads, Ward, and Ring of Suffering.
So
and
he's
then
just
there's no cape allowed
logging
in the finale,
off of
right?
the
They
account.
give you a cape if I'm not mistaken, but just in case, I'm gonna wear. This is gonna be my gear, something like this. Oh no, not Ward. Sorry, I have an Elysian. I'm using Elysian. It's gonna look like something like this, and then I'm gonna also get Masori. I might bring a ZCB, but I don't even know if it's worth the switch, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It might not be worth the switch. It might just be blood barogging the whole time. I don't know. I doubt. I probably will change the sigils. I just haven't decided yet. I'll probably ask Rice because he's a sweaty nerd and probably knows what's the best route to go. Yo, Mo, come give this to the clan. Give all this to the boys. Give Hostile whatever he wants, by the way. You're gonna have like 3 arcade. Oh my god. All the boys are getting fed by me this DMM. It pays
All
to
right,
be
Grim's
Autoblock's
gonna be
multi-CC.
fucking stacked.
It pays.
Looks like Grim's gonna have more than RMs. W speed. Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna give you more. Wait. Here, trade me. That's me.
Order the generous strikes again.
What are you doing? Why don't you just swap? I have 650 bill. I'd rather just help out all the boys that are in my multi-CC that need a max set. I don't give a shit about no damn swapping gold. Trade. Come on, man.
Bro, he's rich.
Order the generous strikes again.
It's like 600 bill bank.
By the way, it's going to be happening, I believe, on Saturday or Friday. No, it's going to be happening Saturday. Actually, boy, join finale if you want to be involved with the stream. We're hopefully not going to let Raw or any of the shitty teams win this year. We want a real human that is not really heavy CC related to win. So now let's be honest, the prize is pretty shit this year. Pretty sure it's like a keyboard, but it's about bragging rights, gentlemen. Bragging rights. I'm
It's a
dropping a bunch of
keyboard.
shit in grand.
Yeah, because they realize that whenever the prize is good, Rot just steals it through some fucking shenanigans. So they're making the prize stupid so that maybe the fucking, I don't know. Maybe that's my theory. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to make the prize dumb so that Rot doesn't just try to take it. Because that's what happens. Rot goes, oh, $10,000? That's our $10,000. And then they split $5 between all of them. Because there's like fucking 200 of them. Anyways, I'll be right back. This fucking. All he's doing is saying like, okay, next time I get on this account, it'll be fucking Deadman Mode final. 2 hours before the fucking fight. I get it.
Exchange, bracket 4, world 646. What a DFS was 40 mil DMM that you just dropped. You think I care, brother? I'm trying to liquidate everything before the finale. I don't want anything in this bank anymore. I'm basically done. This is a goodbye, DMM. I massacred every bracket again this year. I'm very happy on how everything went the last couple of weeks. We did our job. We did what we were supposed to do. It's time for me to part ways with this DMM. It's time for me to part ways. What's next, though? A newest series after DMM, my boy. I think that's it, bro. I think I dropped everything that I wanted to drop. I think it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. There might be a little bit more stuff that I could drop that might be helping people out. All right, I think I wiped my bank completely before the finale. I won't be on tomorrow, so... And it closes tomorrow at like, what, 7 a.m. Eastern, my time, so I won't be on. All right, I am done with DMM. We only get this once a year, so I played every single day for the last 3 weeks. This is where we part ways, chat. I had a fun time, and closes tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. I have my finale set ready, and I'll see what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. On Saturday. Other than that, this is farewell, gentlemen. Goodbye, DMM. Gosh, I'm going to miss PKing on the sigils.
That was sick.
I'm bald and bankrupt, and as regular viewers of the channel will know,
Nice, my left ear is so fucking satisfied.
I've been arrested, I've been interrogated, and forced to publicly apologise quite a few times over the years whilst making YouTube videos. It's all part of the job, you could say, or at least it seems to be a part of my job. Anyway, today I'm going to break down 3 of my most infamous arrests, how I offended all of Chechnya, how I got arrested.
He's
at a Russian
actually like
cosmodrome, and
living.
finally, how I almost got a 7-year flipping sentence for Siberian gulag. Are you ready to hear the truth behind the international headlines? If you are,
He would have looked like fucking that one guy from that got beat up in the stream the other night, the Larry the Great guy. Or I'm mixing Larry Wheels and the one guy, Dean the Great. He looks like not Larry Wheels, but the other guy. The other guy that slapped him. But that guy was massive. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He would look like him if he went to the gulag. He'd come out massive and have a bunch of like weird tattoos and shit. I could just see it. That's what I was gonna say. Fucking retarded.
then join me. We might as well begin with my very first arrest and public apology that I had in my YouTube career. There's been quite a few of them since. Too many, in fact, for my liking. This one took place in the beautiful and actually very friendly Republic of Chechnya, down in the Russian Caucasus, a mysterious land on the very distant edge of Europe that has had its share of violence and upheaval, you could say, over the years, which has definitely bred a very, very tough population. Tough, but to be honest, also very hospitable. I like the Chechens, but we almost had a major falling out over something that seemed, well, to me at least, very, very trivial at the time. I was traveling through the region making videos that I hoped would show the outside world that the Islamic part of Russia, it was now totally safe and actually very welcoming and open to foreigners. The people in the North Caucasus, whether it be Chechens, Dagestanis, Ingush or the Christian Ossetians, are by and large great people in my experience, probably my favourite of all the Russian peoples, you could say. But on an overnight train ride...
Alright, mate. Time to get shit on more. I've been getting shit on tonight, mate. Oh, I should finish watching this first. It's way better than Baldwin Bankrupt. I just got clickbaited by Baldwin Bankrupt. I used to watch like a lot of the videos because XQC used to watch those. But then, I don't know. I saw a few videos where I was like, yeah, I don't know if that guy's the best dude. But well, it doesn't really matter. Damn. Yo, he kicked him out. We got a bandage. Damn. GG's. I should have ran back, honestly. But there was no way I was getting over that. The fucking wall was just... well, a wall. See ya. Back to the lobby for you, bitch. Nice try, Murph. Fuck, man. That guy should be dead, but he's not. Okay, well, clearly I'm shooting through stuff. Ooh. Nice shots, bro. Fuck, man. Just trying to make it away. That was so intense. Chungus. Hmm. 600,000. We're so back. Not like I was ever poor anyway. I really should buy that GL rifle. Should be collected more. So I'm pretty sure I get refunded for all of it. So the more I make, if the thing gets wiped. Anyways, that's what I mean. Says the guy that's like miles from the prio. Wow. We would never, we would be nowhere without you. Right. Sure. Shut up, man. I didn't ask. You retarded? No, you talk pretty. No, you actually sound the way they sound like you suck dick. Mr. Scoreboard. Did you actually check the scoreboard so you could talk shit? You're like that? It's Arma, bro. It's Arma, dog. Arma. It's Arma, bro. Not Call of Duty. Mr. I destroyed the spawn. I've done everything on the game. Why do I crash out on people? He's gonna come to my... the ego on that guy. Oh, I don't want him here. Oh. He just wants attention. That's why he's fucking... Why did I do that? That guy is such a fucking retard. And then they'll be like, oh wait, you're banned by the way for saying retard. For that guy is so fucking insufferable. Guys, I just destroyed their spawn. Oh my god, get in there. I fucking highly doubt that because it's literally 200 meters away from anything substantial. It's fucking funny. Should've just muted him. It's alright, he's the retarded one who crashed out for nothing because I just fucking called him out for complaining at the wind. That's okay. Alright, it's dead now.
You, as far as all your
Good.
encyclopedic knowledge, he, you know,
That
like
guy's
if you
fucking
read
retarded.
some of his early books, like Invisible College or something from 1975, are we that much farther as far as the theory as to what's happening than he was then?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
That's sad, really.
It is.
And it's really impossible to get further because it's so huge.
Yes.
And there is no really good scientific approach to this
Yes.
yet. We have certain scientists that are interested in this, but they are looking at their small bits and pieces as well.
Would one new scientific model involve, you know, science is supposed to be, you're supposed to be this impartial observer.
Yeah.
And then you have the observed, and there's a, you know, clear, distinct separation between those two. But maybe in this new model,
proven
your
by
own
math and
consciousness
shit.
or orientation towards the subject somehow matters.
Absolutely. I met with a friend of mine who is a doctor,
So now
and he's
nobody's
also very
playing.
much into the human consciousness research.
Mm.
He's done research on twins and see what happens if a twin is hurt and if the other is affected.
Mm.
And he found that, yes, there are clear indications that twins are interacting without knowing that.
Wow.
And he really says to me that the human consciousness is a big part even of the UFO phenomena.
It has to be.
And I think so as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with studies in parapsychology and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Because if there is some sort of mind-matter interaction, then that obviously has to affect, what we see.
Yeah. We know so
It's,
little about what's inside our heads.
Yes. Yeah.
Gray mass, but that's not the answer.
Do you think, when you speak to Jacques Vallée, he says, I would be very disappointed to find that these were just beings from another planet?
From my own point of view, I'm going to be very disappointed if UFOs turn out to be nothing more than visitors from another planet, because I think they could be something much more interesting.
It doesn't have to do as much with space as it might have to do with space-time itself, or time. Seems like time travel is this big theme in a lot of his writings and, when he speaks and stuff. Is that something you've thought about at all or considered?
Absolutely. I don't think the answer to the UFO question is one.
Mm.
I think there are many different answers on different parts of this huge complex. So it's very hard for, say, a scientist to approach this with an astronomer.
Mm.
They will only look at this very small part.
Mm.
There need to be a group of scientists and ufologists or whatever doing this together.
Time travel.
Time travel? There's a time travel section? No, what? Time and time travel. What?
Mm.
Time loops and space twists.
Let's see if I can find a Wendell Stevens stuff. Maybe I have not a clue. Oh, now I will crush. But
Crush Amar. No, I'm just kidding.
we can spare it. This is the NASA scientist.
Oh, wow, dude.
So you can see here, if you read the labels here.
Corliss.
Yeah, William Corliss. He wrote this series of books called Source Book Project.
Ah.
Only about enigmas.
So
here you can see
psychology.
Like his working papers. Then he passed away, and I contacted his widow, and it took me a couple of years.
Was he at all was there any part of his official work at NASA that overlapped with UFOs? Or was it just a hobby?
Yeah, just a hobby. This is what they look like.
Biological anomalies, mammals. Oh my God, this guy's a genius.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
He was a genius.
This is amazing.
We corresponded for many years, then he passed.
Wow.
And then I wrote to his estate.
Yeah.
I got in contact with his son. And his wife was 90 plus.
Uh-huh.
And she started to compile everything in order for us.
Wow.
And we sent 2 pallets from the US.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah. And this behind you here is the oldest UFO group in the world, Borderland Science Research Association, BSRA.
What? That's the most interesting UFO organization, because they knew, they knew about crashes sometimes before they would happen. Like, there's something very interesting about them. They knew more than intelligence in certain cases in the 40s about stuff.
They were first one.
So what's their deal? Because they were funded by that guy, the mysterious guy. What's his name? He was like an occultist and like a magician.
It's fucking crazy. Look at the picture. Bro, even the fucking picture just looks like some fucking, like... I don't know, that just looks fucking retarded. Just looks like someone that knows shit, And they're trying to, like, do it. Like, nonchalant. In, like, nonchalant ways. I don't know if you guys heard that, if it picked it up. Need it to cool down in here. It's getting kind of... But, it's okay, though. What's it called? We're not getting another game, so I guess I'm not playing in that one. Fuck that retard. I should have like zoomed in on him and shot him. That would have been funny. Fucking killed him. Not like, oh fuck. I can't believe I killed that one guy. I kind of feel bad. Alright. No. Snoop Dogg posted the fucking shit, dude. He's firing people up, bro. Dude. Oh, y'all are gonna get shit on, bro. Our team is so stacked, and you guys are gonna cry like little babies. You're gonna cry like little babies. Where? You guys have all the good players. It's called That's Where They're From, dumbass. Maybe you guys should stop stealing them through your fucking random ass fucking hog rider teams that you like. All your fucking American teams that steal all these Canadian born players. Like that Connor Bedard guy. That Connor Bedard guy is fucking disgusting. He should be playing for a Canadian team. I don't think he is. None of these guys are playing for Canadian teams, man. Not like fucking wild. Our team is too stacked though. Like there's not an like we have too many fucking hockey players. And that'll just be the complaint every time. Like, oh, it's like you guys' team is just too good. It's like, yeah, well, it's like you can't beat that complaint unless you beat us. Like, I don't know. It's just not a valid complaint. Like, what do you want us to do? Give up? So then you can brag to us? Like, the fuck? The fuck you think this is? That's like the thing about Americans. They do that. They go like, they complain when it's not fair or whatever the fuck, you know? Like, shut the fuck up. Let us lose, then, if you're gonna win. Like every other upset that always happens. Just let us lose. We're not losing this one. We're not losing this one. I'm gonna get a drink, one sec. I'll keep it open so that way there's the second server fills up more. It's not gonna probably. Fucking doubt it. So weird having a silent click. Like, I never even realize it when I have my headphones off and I click my mouse. Like it doesn't click. So you get this click that plays every time you fucking click, but this thing doesn't click. Just gives you that fucking sensation. Which I will say, I wish they put some thick ass PTFE pads on this shit. Because it would just be so much nicer. Because I could see why people's, like, yeah, my what's it called? Are taking a fucking beating. This PTFE or whatever the fuck it is. It's not like scratchy per se. It just feels fucking very muddy. Oh man, like I don't know why they had to fuck that up. They almost fixed it too. They even got rid of like the part that could have been making it worse. Like, catch on dust and stuff. And catch more dust. They even got rid of it. But then they make the skates out of the wrong material. It's so fucking... so just not good. It sucks. Actually is. open server now.
So, oh, it's so, and then they had all the early stuff around UFOs before intelligence agencies did.
I went to Eureka, California.
Uh-huh.
I met with this guy in his garage.
Uh-huh.
And we packed it all together and sent it back to Sweden.
Wow.
So,
And you have Tesla and
You
what is this,
stole all
Brown
his
and
stuff.
Burridge?
it's probably correspondence.
Who's Brown?
Maybe Townsend Brown. I'm not sure. You
do you
can take
think?
a look. I don't know.
The Immortal Cell. Ron Brown. Oh.
Dude's constantly staring at the scoreboard though. Scoreboard, more hordes. Whoa. Yeah, I'm a sojourners. Look at these broads I hit. Whoa. Not like that, bro. What's busting?
Godspeed.
Good job, man. It's my fault, I guess. But yo, you can almost see the... They did a good job on this though. It does have like a hair trigger. Like, you know how most mice, like, it takes like time to travel? Like, it's not clicking. I don't know, it's hard to tell. There's like mouse travel on this mouse. I mean, you guys, I can't show it really on camera. Need a better camera angle. This doesn't really have that. It's like once you like push the mouse, it like clicks. Granted, the deeper you push the click, the more it lets you push the mouse button, which is like really weird, having that much of a, like a sensitivity. Kind of good, honestly. Mouse is decent. I like it. I think people who made this mouse will like it. If they like the Superlight 2, go for this shit. It's good. Plus it has all the gimmicks of like the glorious mice where it's like Minecraft. So if you're like Carter said, if you a Minecraft demon, ask for this shit. You will never lose a Bed Wars ever again. And I'm not even capping. This shit will increase your CPS with all the Minecraft clicking techniques too. That's the thing, is like so perfect for that game. Obviously they're not gonna market it as a Minecraft. They should have put like Minecraft clips in it though, if they knew what they were talking about, but and they should have gave it to a few pro Minecraft minigame players or some shit to try out, because honestly I don't think they're like that smart to catch on though that it would be good. Like I don't think they're that with it, you know. You kind of have to be with it to get it, because it's like you'd have to play games to like know. But I mean, I guess, I don't know. Bro, just use the auto hover, dude. Thanks, man. Can't believe, nice. Why is there a window? Oh. He saw me, I think. Nice. Make him peek out. Oh, his flash. Right there, man. On the tracer, on the tracer. Ooh, nice. I could have fucking sniped the shit out of him, though. Come on. Peek, bro. I know you want to. We'll be camping here all day night, right? Look at that XP. Also, no more talking. Not allowed to talk. Because I was supposed to stay stoic and I got mad. I fucking got tilted. You're supposed to stay stoic and not get tilted. There was like an exact moment when I fucking changed into like from stoic iDubbbz into fucking tilted voice, triggered voice. That guy got absolutely destroyed. We're holding it down. I just realized I can't see that part. Nice. Oh, I can see it. My fucking peripheral. Try again. No. I might be alive still though. Uh-oh. Why would you wait until... I have problems with that guy. Whatever. These people are fucking retarded and diabolical. Like, you'd rather waste 18 of your bullets than just fucking walk up to my body and go like this. And waste my time, too. Don't forget about that. They'd rather just, like, subconsciously shit on you emotionally by, like, waiting for you to to get up so you think you can run. Like, they all do that. They don't just put you out of your misery and try to kill you instantly. They all fucking let you get up and try to walk away. It's like, just do, bro, take your 100 XP. Get your kill. Your kill is right there lying on the floor. Some other guy's just gonna walk in and take it. But he'd rather... I know I sound like a retard. Plus I die half the time going for my kills too, so... Ooh. not even gonna know. Damn it. Should have ran. It's alright. We're chilling. We're chilling. No more getting tilted. Tilted towers. Oh. Pooping on people's flowers. Copy that. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'll try. I'm looking everywhere, like, can't find anything. Looking deep, looking deep. I don't see anything. I'm just gonna fucking lay on the floor. Oh, shit. My bad, my bad. cares? He'll come out of his little fucking hidey hole. He's a little pussy bitch. Good job, man. He's in the fucking... I think that was my teammate, that. Nice. Dude, I was trying to bait him out so hard and you just walked in there and killed him like it's nothing. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, that's one way. That's one way. I guess. But no, I'm not even kidding. Like, I was fucking kind of terrified to go in there. Ooh, RPG for one person. Nice. I would love to just live, man, and not get RPG'd by one fucking soul. People with RPGs are such fucking pussies, man. Like, I spent $100. Gotta use it wisely. Why don't you like wait for a heli and shoot it with that? Holy fuck. Or kill tanks. Use it for tanks, like buy it when you see a tank. No? Rather just use it for one guy? Fucking losers. Dude, that guy's gotta run 1,600 meters. I was gonna ask the bulk guy to land. Dude. Those are enemy. That has to be enemy. That's actually funny as fuck. And there's an enemy in front. No. We're so dead. Why, man? Why? 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 Did you not see them? Already landed there? Oh, man. Stupidity. Stupidity.
Last night on the fucking EU server. M17.
Man, that's so fucking horrible. I mean, not really. Man, that was so fucking stupid, bro. This fucking stupid ass game.
Oh, Townsend Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can take a look and see what this is.
T. Brown electrokinetic generator. Here, look. That's amazing. Patent office for the electrokinetic generator. Well, the Borderlands Society, they had connections with Brown.
They had some apparatus still left in the garage that I couldn't bring. But I'm not sure if they're functioning. But I think they are still left in Eureka.
Really?
Yeah.
What apparatus?
Yeah, well, I don't really know. It's like a big...
You go into that guy's heli, my heli, Shady's heli, and those are the only three I would trust on this team until the other one's shown. Yeah, that guy, yeah, that's the last recommendation, but I don't remember that. Get a check. Get it. Not too late, I can jump like 15 feet. You fast as fuck. I didn't realize you have motion like that, twin.
By the way, Guardian, that was the fucking funniest shit ever. Just, dude, I got fucking there's a spawn camper. Immediately, you could get a headshot. Like, you took a round to the fucking temple instantly.
Watch it happen again.
Is that way co-pilot? Am I fucking making sure? Just give it a 50-50 final mark.
Type shit. The skid stand? Skid mark? The skid mark landing? Skid mark type?
Not gonna lie, I did skid mark a little bit there. Oh fuck. Here we go, boys. Time to die. Where the fuck? Got him. This one's from zone. This guy's shooting from zone. Or closer to zone.
I see this shit not put +4. Who the fuck else is hiding there? Your mother.
Huh.
Hey, yes, can you pay this up, really?
Your mother. No, I'm good over here, bro.
I was asking for a ride.
We gooch, man. Don't ask for a ride. What are you, pussy? You ever play Arma before? 300 meters ain't shit. That's like a fucking tiptoe in my Jordans, bruh. Come on, dude. We're right there. You can literally just zoom in and see it all.
I'm surprised this game doesn't give you any fucking points for being back.
Because they want you to go in the fucking objective and fight. They want you to fucking leech. Why would they give you points for that? I've realized the whole time why they never give you points for shit except for playing the fucking objective. It's actually the best designed fucking shit ever. Because all the snipers get their points by sniping from thousands of meters and they actually get a fuck ton of points from it. And that shit in itself is fucking sick too. Because getting the snipe and then getting a few thousand points for it is also satisfying in itself. I And those guys just got obliterated.
Somebody get the sniper by like the moss over there. Yeah, I got that. Dude, thank you. I wasn't sure that's who you're talking about.
That was crazy. That guy just got bullied away. Oh, and he's falling out the damn sky. Bow. Oh, shit. Nice shots, bro. Nice shots, bro. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. He's like, bullet storm. I now cast bullet storm.
Hey boss, that's a gun.
Bullet storm. Better run, better run.
Hey, there's some motorized infantry.
I don't know, man. Where's this? Ooh. Hey. Fuck, man, that's not nice. I was shooting a dead guy to range my fucking gun in. See if I was... I don't know where my bullet was going, so... Vehicle slop. Ooh. Oh, you died. Emergency landing, emergency landing. Huh. Uh-oh. I can see through the cracks. I can see through my ass. Huh?
Yo, how did I deploy the beacon? It's not the point. Make sure it has enough space to put nothing around. Rub it 3 times like a fucking genie lamp. That too.
3 times. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. 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 Oh, nice shot. He's close, kinda. I can hear this shot a little bit. He's damn accurate with that shit. He probably just got taken out though, I think. But I think I'm still dead. I think I'm still dead. Oh, I didn't realize he was close. No wonder he was right there. GG's, bro. GG's JFK was AFK. GG's. GG's. All right.
Boxes with switches.
Really? What?
Yeah.
I want to check that out. I'm more interested in him than anyone else.
Yeah, I understand. I read a book about him just a couple of months ago.
The Man Who Mastered Gravity?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I think it was fascinating.
It's fascinating, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he the most interesting man?
So many mysteries around him.
So many mysteries around him.
He was onto something. I think so as well.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there's something very interesting about him.
Townsend Brown. Townsend Brown. Townsend Brown. Townsend Brown. There's a guy named Townsend Brown.
Okay, Townsend Brown. I'm going to look that up.
The holy grail of physics involves the
I love how he
unification
does
of the
this.
4 fundamental forces, which include
It's such a good ad for his other videos though too.
and gravity. Einstein actually spent the latter half of his career trying to solve for this mathematically. It is my belief that this spooky inventor may have experimentally discovered this long-sought link.
Which UFO case impacted you the most and changed your life the most?
I grew up with the Barney and Betty Hill case, of course, and that was hugely important to me. And when I met Betty many years ago in the middle of the 80s, I got a quite new view on her. So it's important to meet with the witnesses.
What was your new view on her when you met with her?
Yeah, well, I was most ufologists, and if you read the books, it says that Betty Hill was not interested in UFOs at all before the encounter at the Indian Head.
Yeah.
But she was.
Really?
And not only that, she told me that she was sitting on the porch together with her I think it was sister, whatever. It was a relative. And something came across in the sky and crashed. And they went out in the field and brought back debris.
What?
From this crash object.
A few years ago, before this happened, this was in the 50s.
This is in 1980 fucking 7, bro. Holy fuck. I mean, that's not really that old. Like, it's only like fucking 6 years before me, but... Or 7. Oh, fuck. I said it. God damn.
Alright, this guy.
I was over here.
Think.
Listening to them. And warm night.
Yeah, 7 years. Fuck.
Listening at those reports. When we saw that time was a plane very slowly going across the sky. And while we're watching it exploded in midair. Now, we said, we said, plane. We checked the radio, we turned on the TV, nothing. Wow. Up to my mother's. Hampshire was seen as burning trees down in and he watched it and he pulled up. He got something. And my sister gave some pieces to me and said, so we don't know what it is, maybe.
And that's the debris.
I have some friends at the university. Maybe get something.
And that's the piece that they showed. That's fucking crazy. From 1987. That's fucking sick, dude. That's so cool. So cute. Ah! Ah!
To analyze it. So I had all these pieces. And I had them in the closet there on the top shelf. And, you know, I didn't find anybody to analyze them. So just before, about 4 days before we left to go on the trip, Barney said, what's that stuff above the top shelf? Why don't you throw it away? We could use the shelf. Well, I was having some fill put in the backyard. So I took the pieces and I threw them in the backyard. And when they dumped the sand, they covered them. About 3 days later, we go on the trip.
For why?
Really, Betty Hill?
Yeah, and she brought it
before her encounter.
Yeah. Everything is still out there in the garden. If you,
Oh, so we got to go to her house.
you must dig there.
I will.
Yeah, it's not her house anymore. So,
but it's in New Hampshire.
It's in Portsmouth.
In Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
No way.
So that story you can listen to at IFU's website. I have this conversation with her. It's in writing, and you can hear her voice telling this as well. So the bottom line is she was very.
Someone's got to go find that shit.
UFOs.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Why would she just bury it?
Not the single ufologist really cares about this. They don't want to know this.
Her granddaughter is.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter now. Like, at this point, like, if these guys still exist, they're probably like fucking that shit. Those little pieces of whatever the fuck don't matter, because whatever they have is way better. I don't know. That's just my theory. It could still like hint at how they've done it, but I don't know. Who knows why they're not concerned about that? I would be. Dude, in fact, I want to go fucking right now. Big fuck.
The UFC fighter.
Yeah.
And I think she's friends with Joe Rogan and has gone on the show. So maybe contact her.
Yeah.
Say, hey, who are the residents of the current house? This is on there. We can go dig and find this thing.
You're wearing this epic Betty and Barney Hill.
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez. First abductees, 1961.
You know, I know his granddaughter.
Yeah, she Angela Hill, right?
Yeah.
She abducted. You're wearing this
evidence of the current house. This is on there. We can go dig and find this thing. Hey, who are the residents of the current house? Contact her.
Yeah.
I think she's friends with Joe Rogan and has gone on the show. Is a UFC fighter.
About this. They don't want to know this.
Her granddaughter is a UFC fighter.
Oh, they're talking about what's her name?
Friends with Joe Rogan and has gone on the show. So maybe contact her.
Yeah.
Say, hey, who are the residents of the current house? This is on there. We can go dig and find this thing.
You're wearing this epic Betty and Barney Hill.
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez. First abductees, 1961.
You know, I know his granddaughter.
Yeah, she Angela Hill, right?
Yeah.
She's a UFC fighter?
Yeah.
So cool.
Crazy.
What does she say?
She did my podcast and didn't tell me until after the podcast was over.
You don't
that
tell Joe
her
Rogan?
grandfather was Barney Hill. I was like, no, that's mad.
That's amazing.
You should do that. She was a lovely lady, I should say. And she told a very interesting story. And also when she drew the object to me, it looks like a box with sharp edges and big windows and a brim, like a hat.
Wow. And you believed her? Did you feel like she was being honest with you?
Yeah, she was absolutely honest with me. And as I said, she was a very nice lady. She treated us with a sponge cake, and we were there all the day and
that's
talked
so
with her.
sweet.
So, but it complicated the story.
Yeah. Just for the audience, the core story is in 1961, Betty and Barney Hill, they were an interracial couple, and they were ACLU activists, actually, and they were on a road trip from, I think it was like Niagara Falls, or they were in Canada, and they were coming back down to
I do
New
remember
Hampshire.
this story, actually.
And on the way, they see this craft, and it's flying around, and I believe there's audio, and we'll play the audio for the audience, but like Barney starts to like go after the saucer, like almost like it's like he's locked into it, and it's like she's just afraid and wants to keep going.
And then he's
It's like
very
attracting him like a fucking, yeah. It's literally like the movies, yeah. Like baiting him in. Dude, imagine like they were doing like a psychological thing to try to like capture him and abduction.
After that, so he don't want to pursue it.
I'll take in my head. This pull the binoculars away. God, give me strength. All right. Pull them down. Run! Pull these binoculars down and run. God, it says my God, give me strength. I gotta get away. Oh.
So anyways, they meet these beings. They say they're from Zeta Reticuli. They have these uniforms on, these little gray beings. They get taken up on the craft. Reluctantly, I believe Barney then admits that he samples were taken, like gametes were taken, sperm cells from him. So it almost felt like some sort of like experiment being done on them.
They checked on his teeth, and there were false teeth because he had false teeth.
Ah, interesting.
And they came running into Betty and asking, "Oh, what's that?"
Interesting.
That's the interesting thing about those aliens. They don't seem to know anything about anything. I mean, you should think that they should know.
You're right.
Yeah.
But they're in that account, it almost sounds like they're truly trying to figure out what's going on. It's not like it's like this routine thing. They're like,
but they also do this pregnancy test on Betty with a needle, and that was old here at that point. Really, I mean, it's not very high tech. Nobody does that anymore. So why do aliens from Zeta Reticuli use a method that is ancient?
What do you think?
I think this is not visitors in that way. And this was only told during hypnosis.
Yes, later, hypnotic regression.
They never really remembered it in waking.
So what do you think they had an encounter with?
It's very hard to tell, but I think that all those stories are much more complicated. Much more complicated. She was a firm believer in aliens visiting Earth.
Right.
She told Barney about her interest in that, and he didn't like that at all.
But it's almost like that interest might have shaded their perception of what happened to them, when in fact what happened to them was much more complicated. I mean, if the being said we're from Zeta Reticuli, that does point.
Well, they didn't say that because that was the star map.
Getting mad.
She drew a star map.
Fish
That's
teeth,
right. Yeah.
And that star map is, of course, you can do that with lots of stars.
Right.
So it's not.
But they said we're from another star system.
And she asked about this map on the wall, and they told her that this was commercial lines where they were traveling to make business.
Yeah.
Really.
I believe, have you read American Cosmic by Diana Pasulka, or are you familiar with it?
Yeah.
So she talks about the CBS show Outer Limits playing...
that was at that time, really.
Playing 11 days, premiering 11 days before this encounter that Betty and Barney Hill had.
Show and the crashed metal debris in her cupboard.
That had happened
So
before.
it's so many things before. So we cannot really be sure exactly how they interpreted things during hypnosis.
Right. Well, Pasulka also says that the aliens in Outer Limits have eyes that wrap around their heads,
Yeah.
and that's what they see as well. So it's almost as if their perception is somewhat shaded by.
So they got fucking fucked by the movie. The hypnosis session got trolled by the movie.
Yeah, maybe their preconceived notions and knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting.
That's weird.
You know, also another weird fact
Goofy.
about that case is C.D. Jackson, Charles Douglas Jackson, who ran psychological warfare and was very involved in MK Ultra, and
Hypnosis is
then went
very
on to, I believe, give the
freaky,
Zapruder film, which is
to
the
say the
you know,
least.
John F. Kennedy
film of JFK getting shot with the missing frames. He gives that to Time magazine because he's very involved in sort of perception management for the public at the time. He's head of the psychological strategy board with Gordon Gray and a few other guys at the time. He goes and visits Betty and Barney Hill a few weeks after their abduction.
Okay.
So interesting. It's like, so it was already like, you're talking about the elite of American warfare operations, you know, a guy who's very high up in government going to visit these two abductees. So strange in 1961.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know.
It's not easy, you know.
It's not easy. But I think we have to find that artifact.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you been digging for any other artifacts? Are there any other
Yeah,
objects?
we have, here in Sweden, we have up in the north.
He doesn't want to fucking.
There was a guy who said that he was a young boy. He met this craft and aliens outside his house, and he got this thing from them, some sort of metallic tablet. And he hid it. He hid it on the ground, and we went there together with him, trying to find it.
Wow.
But we couldn't find it.
Why would he fucking do that?
Is there anything, have you ever found any objects that you think are
No,
convinced?
no, we haven't. The only
I
one
guess it makes
that I
sense.
showed you,
Like,
I mean,
imagine
things
you
like
just
that.
like you came across that somehow. You feel like you're like you feel like people are gonna come find you for it and shit, because they're gonna like figure out somehow.
But not any bona fide
guess.
smoking gun thing like that.
Do you believe that humans have in their possession, on the civilian side, objects that might be from these beings, whatever entities we're interacting with? Because, as you know, Jacques Vallée publishes his mailing address online.
Yeah.
People will mail him pieces. And recently, Gary Nolan actually just went on Joe Rogan Experience, and you know, one of the pieces came from Ubatuba, Brazil, where this explosion occurred on the beach, and
Yeah,
this
the
fisherman.
magnesium.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Magnesium with extremely anomalous isotope ratios.
But also read that there were such things at that time.
Well, I think it would have been possible to have created, but you would have needed a centrifuge.
Yeah.
And why the hell would somebody with a centrifuge, you know, give a piece of metal to somebody in Brazil on the beach to mail to Jacques? It just feels a little crazy, but...
And why do you build a spaceship with magnesium? It doesn't really, it's not very good to travel in.
Oh, I'll tell you why you'd be in a spaceship with magnesium.
Okay.
Because magnesium bismuth is a high K dielectric. So it stores a lot of electromagnetic charge and it discharges it very quickly. And so if you look at like, you know, my belief is the anti-gravity or gravity manipulation effect is the
Look at
Bifield-Brown
he's
effect.
educating the
Named
guy.
after Townsend Brown.
Yeah, I know.
And if you
This
put a
is the
high
thing,
K
dude.
dielectric insulator in between...
These guys are crazy. This is why I watch this guy, because he knows a lot of shit. He's teaching the guy who's firsthand talked to people that have experienced UFO shit. And teaching him shit. That's cool.
Two capacitors, one negative and one positive electrode, the thrust increases dramatically the higher the K, the dielectric. So all of his papers include, it's two things. It's barium, aluminum barium, and magnesium bismuth. And so, and bismuth specifically is this big, really important part. But I don't know, maybe magnesium itself has some issues with it.
Yeah, magnesium itself is not good. But if this alloy may be something different.
Well, it seems like what he found had it was like micron layers thinner than a human hair.
Bismuth layers less than a human hair. Magnesium samples about 10 times the size of a human hair.
And so it's extremely thinly aligned. And I think you get these topological insulators like that where when you excite them, you seem to have electron coherence occur at scale, and you get these very sort of anomalous effects. And you even have aerospace looking into some of these things. So
But why do they explode over Ubatuba?
So the speculation on Gary Nolan's part is that
Yeah.
that was the exhaust. That's almost like the byproduct of the craft, and who knows, but
So the exhaust should spit out metallic debris.
yeah, I don't know.
Is it something that they're using and they need that ratio to accomplish something? Or is it a byproduct of an effect that where they take the natural things and then they're doing something, and this ends up being the outcome? And then when they're done with it, they go, ugh, and they throw it out.
Do you hope to find a material? Do you think you can? Or?
I hope, of course, but I'm not sure I can.
Yeah.
But if there is a report, we will, of course, go there and try to find it. We are mostly focused on finding recent ghost rocket crashes.
Yeah.
I mean, in 1980, there was a landing and an object that sank in a lake up in the very north of Sweden called Damajaure. And we have been there. And we have radar returns that something is in the mud.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Amazing.
Yeah. So
when are you going to go look?
We will be there again next year.
That's exciting.
So hopefully we can find something. Two very good witnesses.
Very cock shit.
In the middle
Oh
of
my
the day.
god, this looks like they played
and,
fucking...
They could see this object coming below 100
What's it
meters.
called?
Yeah.
Flying over them. They follow it over the lake, and it turns around 180.
Yeah.
Towards them, lands with a splash.
They played the space game. Fuck, what's it called again? No Man's Sky. They played No Man's Sky. They drew the boner ship.
And sinking. And bubbles
just kidding,
are
I'm just
coming up.
kidding.
And then it's gone. And then they take out the camera from their rucksack and take a picture. Of course, it's gone. But they take a picture 2 minutes after the object is gone. They go back to Stockholm and contacts the military. And the military's UFO expert at that time, Sture Wickertz, he really looks into this. He tried to find an explanation. But they couldn't do that. And they sent a helicopter over the lake. And I met one of the pilots, and he told me, this is a natural park. You're not allowed to land there. But suddenly one of the passengers felt sick. Yeah. So they lands. And they can see dead fish on the near the shore. So they take the fish with them and think, wow, this is atomic powered, some radioactivity, I killed the fish, but it was only a parasite. And we found the same dead fish when we came there many years later.
So just a parasite.
Yeah. But
He thought maybe
the
it
object
was
is there. It's 4 meters of mud. And our expert who went with us said, if you see something, it will be not at the bottom
They said
of the
they're not
lake,
allowed to land there.
but in
look.
between, 2 meters. And exactly there, we got this return from an object that is still resting there.
Really?
We don't know what it is, but
there is some object. Do you know the shape of the object?
No, we only saw it in 2 dimensions. So next trip we will look in 3 dimensions.
Wow.
We are not allowed to bring anything with us from this national park because it's a natural park.
Yeah.
So if we find something, we cannot bring it up.
Well, if you need any extra media
That's
coverage
crazy.
or help in any way, I would love to come.
I'll call you.
That sounds amazing.
It is amazing, and this is a very good observation.
So
and we have several.
they're not going to be able to
cases
dig
like
it up.
That objects have, like in Norway, flying very low, turning, navigating, landing, sinking.
Interesting. And it always seems to be in water.
Always water. And the thing is, which I didn't really think about until recently, that all those observations around water, of course, people are living there. It's summer. They are out. It's good observation. I mean, they could see over the lake. But not a single one has seen any object flying over the lake. and not landing. Every single observation ends with a crash or a landing, not a flyby.
It's so interesting. Why do you think that is?
I mean, they want to land, they want to crash, they want to pinpoint the lake, that's for sure. And I'm not sure why they do this.
Do you think it's fuel?
I mean, they're running out of fuel.
No, do you think water is their fuel?
Oh, you mean that?
Because, you know,
Okay.
the bonds between hydrogen and oxygen, H2O, are impossible to break from a human perspective. But if you were able to amount the energy necessary to break them, then they would be extremely energetic. That would be an extremely energetic reaction that could, you know, power a craft.
I think it's like
for a
driving
long
your
period.
car into a gas station full power and trying to get some petrol.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, they should land and be there for a while and then fly away.
Right.
But they are either crashing straight down or landing quite hard.
Yeah, but it might be hard from our perspective, and it might be
you can always
refueling.
Say
I just, who knows, you know? It's interesting. I mean, they do.
Like they're
water
going
just
fast
seems
as
like this
fuck.
very important element, you know, the idea that they're transmedium.
I don't know.
And
It is not a crash.
It is not a single object has crashed on land in Sweden or Norway.
That's amazing, yeah. The fact that they literally only the ghost rocket phenomenon.
Yeah.
But you're saying, because we talked about this the other week, you're saying that it's not just the ghost rocket phenomena that only hits the water. You're saying all UFOs have only landed in the water in Sweden generally.
Sweden, Scandinavia.
In Scandinavia.
Yeah.
So post 46, 47, all UFOs. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it is wow.
That's so interesting.
And it's all nearly always 11 o'clock, July, clear weather, hot weather.
That's what you said last time. It's so wild.
So strange.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's definitely some selection bias based on observer bias, because that's when people are on their lake houses.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
they actually see some flybys.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't. They only see those landings and crashes.
It's so strange.
But we have only a small sample. I mean, maybe 30.
Still, that's the fact that I mean, that's enough to. That's a really important trend. You were just given access to incredibly sensitive DoD archives here in Sweden.
Yeah.
What did you see?
I've been looking for the files from a very important military, customs, police operation in the early 1970s. They are still to be released in 2040. But I just the other day got the clearance to get them cleared.
Wow. And did you see them?
Yeah, I looked through them, but I will get a copy of them in
2040,
well,
bro.
What did you see?
The interesting thing is that I found one observation that I knew the observer, this helicopter pilot. He was on standby looking for the trespassers that were flying in from Norway to Sweden in nighttime. Very strange object. Sometimes aircraft with no signatures, no lamps, nothing. But this night he got an order to lift and go up with his helicopter, trying to intercept an object coming from Norway. And he and his co-pilot, which I will talk to next week, he was flying 20 meters over the treetops. And it was moonshine, it was snow, so it was very, very good seeing. And suddenly this object coming, flying under the helicopter, over the treetops, in this small passage of 20 meters, and straight up in front of them, an elongated rocket-like thing with no wings, no lights, nothing, and it just flies away. And it told me that I did like this. I lifted my feet because it was so near our helicopter.
Whoa.
And now when I got those documents, I found this report. I could see the radar plot where they are intersecting their paths. And also the note from the military.
So it's picked up by radar?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And you see the radar plot where the object is intersecting with this guy's helicopter.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And they land. After this, they are landing.
What?
And the military security personnel comes and debrief them. And he tells a story, and they went away.
What was the shape of the object?
It was an elongated rocket-like thing with no wings.
So similar to the ghost rockets.
Typical ghost rocket.
Typical ghost rocket. What year was this?
1975, November the 7th.
How fast was it moving, the object?
It was much faster than the helicopter, but they had plenty of time to see it because of the moon and the snow on the ground.
That's amazing because in
like
the
an
U.S. you
encyclopedia.
have the kind of one of the holy grail events is the Tic Tac incident at Nimitz in 2004, and you don't have radar data for that. You have forward-looking infrared, which is kind of controversial.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It is. It is. All right. Let me piss. Super strike. Super.
And they say that the radar data ended up getting classified. In this case, you have an eyewitness, and you were able to see corroboration from the DoD archives that this object intersected this helicopter at this time. That's amazing.
And I will talk to his co-pilot in a couple of days and get his view as well. So we have 2 witnesses, documentation, and what I'm looking for now is, of course, the security personnel's notes.
Wow.
I have no access to them, and I think I will not have any access to them.
Well, how would you get that?
I will try to get it, but
how would you get the security personnel?
I know people that works within the war archives.
Okay.
And they can help me to say if it's there.
To see if like he was actually debriefed when he came down and stuff.
I'm sure he was, because the whole operation was built on that you were debriefed.
Oh, he's a sneaky slime motherfucker. Well, he doesn't lose his fucking connections because of this shit. You know? Sneaky. More time.
keeping people after all those events there.
And you've spoken to this witness firsthand?
Yeah, firsthand. And I talked to this helicopter pilot just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
As soon as I find those documentations,
yeah,
I called him and said, okay, now I know which date it was, and I can see that they made this note that an object passed very close to the helicopter.
And this is being declassified for everybody. At what point will this be released to the public?
Yeah, I mean, it will be. When I'm getting it, it will be.
And so when will that be? When this will be released?
In a couple of weeks, I think. It all depends on how much they have to do scanning.
Is the pilot in Stockholm?
No.
Where is the pilot?
He's far away from here,
Okay.
so to say.
In Sweden, though.
He's really nearer Norway than Stockholm. In Sweden, yeah.
Damn.
The other pilot is in Australia.
Okay. Wow. Amazing. Well, that seems like an unprecedentedly important case.
It is a good case, and I hope that I can really find all the pieces here.
Do you have any other cases like that where you have radar corroboration for an eyewitness sighting? Because that seems like very important.
Yeah, we do have. I've seen with my own eyes military radar, UFO.
Really?
Yeah.
You've seen with your own eyes, military. And when was that? And what's the context?
It was, I think, in 2005. It's what we call the first mobile picture of UFO in Sweden. It was two guys up in this cottage in the very north of Sweden. They were sitting, playing card, quite late, and they hear a strange noise. So they went out, and they saw this very illuminated object coming towards them. And it's moving around this cottage.
Actual photograph
so one of them
of
get
object. Moskajavi. Moskajavi, Sweden, 2005. Photo by Claes Svan.
And take a picture. And you can see it's a very bright
Swedish
object
name.
with
Swedish name.
flashes around, but that's probably a lens flare. But it's a very bright object. And it flies around the cottage, and then it vanishes. So I go to the military radar unit, which is very secret. You cannot just go there, but I know people. And I can see the radar returns from this event. You can see the object coming, going around.
It's amazing.
Vanishing. So, yeah, that's a case you can corroborate.
That's absolutely incredible. Have you seen, so you don't have UFO material, have you seen the remnants of a UFO? Just like you showed me that little piece of rock where it's interacted with a local physical environment in some way
not here
that's
in
left
Sweden. No.
Okay. Because you told me last time about lily pads being affected by the ghost rockets. And so you're showing that it's interacting with the physical environment. Radar is obviously reflecting radio waves. And so that's it's a really important,
And I interviewed 6 people at the radar station in the very north of Sweden.
Ah, really?
I found them one by one. They were there in the winter of 1973, 1974. At that point, they had left this mountain.
Jesus.
They're deep inside the mountain. They are up on the surface at the lunch. And they are looking out around, and suddenly they see over the treetops this cigar-shaped object moving like this.
Okay, let's leave it on the sausage drawing. One sec. Smoke time. Let me get high for this shit, boys. Let's do it, almost do it.
So they are run down into the radar equipments and look, and they can see the object on their radar screens. And it's doing 90 degrees angles like this.
Whoa.
And suddenly it flies away over Norway and straight up. And every one of those 6, I found them during several years, are telling the same story.
Wow.
Yeah.
All 6.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you have them all on camera and stuff? Or?
No, I have them on tape
Okay.
only. But
well, that's good.
the problem is that they told me that their commander in the mountain, they were asked by him to take pictures of the radar screen. So they did.
Yeah.
But I have not found them. I don't know where they can be.
Is the tape published on your website or?
No, I never published the tape. I've written about them in my books and things like that. This is Peter Evans and his wife, Mary Evans. They run this. They are passed away now, but it's still Mary Evans Picture Library. You can buy pictures, one of the biggest picture archives in England.
Cool.
So, and half of the books you see here come from Hillary.
Look at these books. Some of these are beautiful.
Yeah, those are the classics ones, really.
Yeah, Frederick W.H. Myers. I have that book.
We have nice to meet you. Early editions.
You know what inspired him to write this book?
I don't remember now.
Jesus' resurrection. He wanted to prove it using science.
Well, he didn't manage.
Let's get this bird in the hot zone, son. Let's go, young.
William James was the president of Society for Psychical Research, but he was close with William James and part of that. You know what this is?
Yeah, of course.
What do you think of this?
I think it's something military, but not. Yeah, of course.
You know what this is?
Yeah, of course.
What do you think of this?
I think it's something military.
I don't know what he's showing. Like, it doesn't tell us what he's showing. Yeah, give it to him. Give it to him.
Second story, 2-story building by there's a dude who's on the second floor.
Land this bird, son. Land this fucking bird.
Oh shit, there was one that I walked past. Oh shit. Dude, that was sick. Yeah. I had 2 bleeds, probably. I wasn't saving that. I am your commander. Alright, you will follow my every order.
Military, but not the conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theorists think that this is weather modification, weather control.
Yeah. If they're doing that, they're doing it very bad.
Speaking of conspiracy theorists, you wrote a whole book on solar flares.
Yeah.
So what do you think of solar flares? People say that now we have very high solar activity and that the magnetosphere of the Earth might be weakening.
The magnetic poles are shifting. That's proven.
Yes, but the Charles Hapgood that creates this sort of cataclysm.
No, not Charles Hapgood's theory really. But
Okay.
The science theory is really solid, and it could be problematic when it happens.
Interesting.
Because every gadget you have, like trying to navigate with, would be topsy-turvy.
Yeah, and some of the solar events in the past, like the 1859 Carrington event, would wipe everything out if
that happens today.
It'd be very devastating. You'd have no electronics, no Wi-Fi, your grid would be down, no running water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't have the spare parts.
Yeah.
So it will take months and months and months to rebuild the electrical system.
Do you think that solar flares send with them a message, or there's any sort of intelligent, there's a scientist in the UK, he's in London, in Hampstead, outside of London, named Rupert Sheldrake, and he talks, he writes about
Boom. about the sun being conscious.
Yeah. He wrote the Gaia book in the 1970s.
Yeah.
I grew up with that and know about the
Yeah.
No, I don't think the sun is conscious. I think it's a star.
Uh-huh.
And the star does what the star does.
Yeah.
And the Earth is not important.
Yes, but okay, if I were to push back, maybe the magnetosphere of the Earth is very important for all animal morphology to grow correctly. Like you could put a frog embryo in a Faraday cage and it won't grow correctly. If you put it next to a Wi-Fi router, it won't grow correctly. So there's something about the Schumann resonance, which is part of the anthropic principle that allows things to grow. And then the sun creates the perfect amount of UV radiation to create the perfect amount of mutations to allow for, biological evolution. Like if evolution were too fast, it wouldn't be adaptive. And if it was too slow, it wouldn't be adaptive. And then now we have this new physics that Hal Puthoff is exploring around the possibility of a scalar field. And the NASA and the DOE just published a podcast around scalar physics. And so these scalar waves would get produced by the sun, and they move in ways that don't decay or attenuate over space-time like your traditional transverse Hertzian wave. So you could have some sort of communication, you know, to life on Earth via the sun.
I don't think it's communication. I think it's what the star does. I mean, every star does things like that, and they are not aware of it. They do their thing. But of course, it affects the life on Earth. Absolutely.
Yes, but you could say something very similar about a
Yeah, that's
human
where
through a
something where
materialist
it's like,
reductionist lens.
You shouldn't be talking. You should let him talk about the stuff. I have 10 deaths.
You could say we're ultimately we have the illusion of consciousness, but we're not conscious. And so, you know, we'll never know.
No, we never know, of course, but I think it's quite a big difference between us and the sun, or...
It's impossible to say, though. I mean, clearly, yes, phenomenologically, but, you know, are we anthropocentrically cutting off consciousness, you know, at a certain scale because that's our scale?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We are a tiny fraction of the universe, so...
Yes. This is my friend, Frederick Uldal. He's a good guy. He's in Copenhagen. Do you know him?
No.
Ah, he's cool. Mar and I met him, actually. It was 2 summers ago. This was right before we did the David Grush thing.
So how many countries do you have files from?
Oh, I don't know. I have no answer to that, but we have Japanese files, for instance, and Russian files.
Wow.
I went to Russia once trying to save the KGB files. And when I went there, it was fightings in the street. There were soldiers everywhere. They were shooting. But we were able to find a guy who had copies of some of the KGB files.
Amar, do you have is there anything coming up for you? Or?
You seem to have spent decades doing this, and I'm just curious why.
Yeah, why am I doing this? Because I'm very curious about how our world functions. I want to know what people really see. I want to get to the bottom of this mystery. And I've done that on several cases. I know what they saw. But there are a couple of 100 cases during the years that I'm still very baffled about. But I don't want to prove anything. I have no axe to grind. I'm not a believer. I'm just a curious researcher that I'm aware of that the answers could be something quite different from what I thought from the beginning.
Is there something autobiographical, whether it's synchronicities you experience?
I don't think anybody
something
goes
in your
through all
own
that
life
effort
that
if
keeps
they're
you
just
going.
a curious
where when
music
you're
fan,
thinking of maybe stopping or quitting,
I'm
something.
quite stubborn, you know.
What's that?
I'm stubborn.
It sounds like you are.
Yeah, and I'm a natural researcher really from the beginning. I'm amateur astronomer and all that, and I was chosen the educator of the year here in Sweden.
It's amazing.
So people know that I'm really trying very hard. And of course it's okay to believe, but I want to know.
Yeah. And when you say no, what is that, if you were to instantiate that in something very specific?
Yeah, I want to know what happened, really. I'm not sure I can not...
So do you want an alien being to come down and tell you? Do you want a material? You want a material where you're like, this is definitely...
No, he wants
in every single case, I want to know what happened.
Oh, that's tough, man.
It's tough.
Because
it's tough.
I even think about what people talk about as disclosure, and it's like if a craft were right here and it had isotope ratios that were weird and technology that we don't really understand as far as anti-gravity, some you know heavy element reactor thing, what would that do for us? Like, what does that would
change everything, of course.
Well, it would change everything, but it would beget 1,000 more questions. It wouldn't be like your whole I want to know. It wouldn't be like I know now. It'd be like
you can never know.
Tell me what is going on.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah,
as you say, every knowledge gets some new questions.
Yeah, that's true. Knowledge. Questions grow at an exponent of your knowledge growing. So it's like you could think of knowledge like volume in like a cylinder or a sphere or something, the more the sphere grows, the questions grow, the outside at an exponent.
Yeah.
And so it's the more you know, the less you know. And that really should be sort of with everything. But then you have these sort of stultified fields, which is how, academia teaches it, where it's like there's this received wisdom. It's like the law of thermodynamics, and it's like, you get to the end of the chapter and that's it, end of it. But nothing is that simple.
I usually say that we are standing at the very top of a mountain of knowledge today.
Yes.
But the mountain is resting on this mountain that is even bigger.
Yes.
That is moving into the future.
That's beautiful.
And suddenly we are a little higher up, but there's always a new mountain.
Are there any philosophers in the UFO space, or even outside of UFOs, who you think speak most to the UFO question, or researchers that you're really inspired by?
Yeah, I'm inspired by, of course, we had said Jacques Vallée, but Chris
is,
Obeck is a very,
why is
very
Miskiff still
good
doing this
researcher.
shit?
Yeah.
He's the best researcher when it comes to old cases.
Yes.
He's fantastic. His books are fantastic. And one of his latest books called Saucers shows that the saucer shape is so scarce. It's not very much reported.
Yes.
And still people talk about flying saucers sometimes and think that it should be saucer-like.
Yeah.
But it's only a fraction of all the observations that are saucer-like.
Yeah, even if you look at like where the saucer came from, the Kenneth Arnold case, it wasn't really saucers.
No.
They kind of look more like Horton wing.
Yeah, they were crescents.
Crescents, yeah. Like ninja stars or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Do you think, Carl Jung wrote a book about flying saucers? Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, I read it, yeah.
And he said that, that was the mandala, which was the Sanskrit symbol of psychic completeness, is represented in the UFO.
The archetype he talks about. And in a way, I understand him, but I don't think he's very important to UFO research.
Yeah.
But of course, if you're living in a society, you are telling the stories that society can manage to listen to.
Yes.
And we are conforming all the time. So it's not strange that it was airships in the 1800s.
Yes.
And Foo Fighters, and then ghost rockets, and now spaceships. It's just that we are using the words we have, the most high-tech thing we can think of.
Yes.
So I don't think it must be anything of that.
But what's also just John Mack, Harvard, head of the psychiatry department there.
Yeah.
He would say that the tech we would see would be at the bleeding edge of what we could even create. So it is in some ways.
Even think of, really, I think.
Yeah. So in some ways, you are snapping it to a grid, and you have this meme in your head, and you're superimposing it on what you understand. But in other ways, it's actually like leading technology itself. Like airships were just starting to be a thing, but they weren't really a thing in the 1890s. So maybe they're inspiring technological innovation.
And you can say
itself.
the same about the sci-fi writers,
Yes.
They have been leading many of the guys who got us to the moon.
Yes.
They read the sci-fi first.
Oh, yeah.
And they were inspired by that and thought, wow, this could be done.
Yes.
So you need that element to be able to take the next step.
You absolutely do. And I think, you need the mythological element almost always supersedes the actual doing of the thing. But I think we've lost that for at least a little period after World War II, maybe, and now it seems like things are speeding up again.
And I mean, after the World War II, we were occupied with other stuff, really.
Yes.
Building the world again. So, the dreaming were maybe put in the drawer for a while.
Do you think there's something about, just the space programs themselves that interacts at all with the UFO phenomena in a deeper way than meets the eye?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Because you said you spent some time with Edgar Mitchell, right?
Yeah.
So Edgar Mitchell's the sixth man to walk on the moon.
Yeah.
He Apollo 14, on the way back from the moon, he had this sort of parapsychological conversion where he...
It was an experiment with a Swedish guy, really.
Ah, really? Tell me about it.
Yeah, they had managed to put this program that Edgar Mitchell should be sending things, and the other one was to pick them up.
So like a typical mind matter experiment where you have a sender and a receiver.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there are some problems with that because the time frames were not they were not followed as they should have been. But it was interesting that they did it.
Very. And was it a successful experiment?
Not that successful.
Okay.
No.
That's too bad.
It didn't prove anything really. No, but it was done, and that was very interesting. And he started this society afterwards, Edgar Mitchell, that worked with psychical things.
The Noetic Society.
Yeah.
What did you learn anything when you spent time with him?
Yeah, the thing he was very adamant about was that not a single astronaut had ever seen a UFO in space. I mean,
I'm not sure about that.
I'm sure he said it to me. So I mean,
yeah, but maybe
he knew them all.
But they all signed NDAs. And I don't know if you know this James Fox story, but Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think there's a single like thing, but of no like UFO sightings in space. But I just think it's like rarer. Like, come on, bro, the thing's floating above the Earth. You don't think that they're gonna go like, fuck with them a little bit? Be like, oh, look, you guys are stuck in your little toaster above the Earth. Look at you. Ha. You guys are stupid. Like, I would do it. Fuck it. Why not?
According to his sister, had seen a UFO as a fighter pilot in World War II. And James Fox had heard rumors that he had also experienced things in space. And so he followed Buzz Aldrin all around the world. Buzz Aldrin's like, I'm in this country, I'm in this country. And he's paying for hotels in the different countries just to interview Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
And he's about to get his interview. He's staying at the Monte Carlo Hotel in Monaco. And Buzz Aldrin says,
I'm not doing the interview. I said, what do you mean you're not doing it? It was like, I can't do it. He's Paul Allen just invested in SETI, and he got labeled a UFO freak or something, and I can't jeopardize my initiative. I'm working with Congress right now. I'm trying to get money to develop a rocket that's going to help put civilians into space. I can't do it.
He's implying that he has something to say about UFOs, but if he did, it would hurt his reputation.
Then he said, and how's my story going to change anything anyway? And I said, well, with all due respect, sir, people of your caliber coming forward really helps elevate this topic. Your testimony would be paramount to do that. And remember, this is in the 90s, right? Yeah, it's probably late 90s. I talked to ask Tim, but yeah, it was a while ago. And so he's like, well, I can't, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So that I was devastated, like devastated.
I mean, maybe we're reading into it, right? But you never know. You want to believe. But he's kind of implying in that comment that he has something to say about UFOs. And so, and then there's speculation, obviously, in American Cosmic that, astronauts sign NDAs for a reason. You have this guy who now has been outed. His name is Tim Taylor, as a NASA mission controller. And he says,
I think he changed this guy's perspective on like the two things, like when he corrected him on the materials, like the magnesium, whatever the fuck it's called. And this.
Are forced to stay silent, but they all see stuff in space. And so you have more and more coming out about this. So, but you think...
I know a lot of astronauts and cosmonauts.
You do, yeah.
And not a single one of them has said anything like that.
Fair enough. Do you know any very well, or how,
Yeah, I mean, the Swedish ones I know very well, of course.
Okay.
I got to know Edgar Mitchell very well.
Okay.
I met with a couple of the guys who walked on the moon, and a few, maybe 10 cosmonauts from Russia.
Yeah.
And one of them told this story that he fooled the other guy in the capsule when he knocked his elbow in the capsule.
Yeah.
And it produced those ice particles flying out.
Yeah.
And he said, wow, look there. Oh, wow, it's a fleet of UFOs. That I know. But I only try to comment on things that I really spent time.
Do you know who Leonev is? the one of the fathers of the Russian space program?
No, I don't know.
So his goddaughter is a woman named Dr. Ia Whiteley. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she's a space psychologist and she sees a lot of astronauts. And she says they all see stuff in space too. So it's so interesting because you seem extremely hard-headed and thorough. I mean, you're like the most thorough guy ever. And so like I fully trust you when you say you know a lot of astronauts.
I want to hear
none
it
of them
from
say.
the horse's mouth.
Yeah, me
Not
too.
from someone else who says,
Sure,
oh, they have that.
sure. Yeah. No, I do too. What's so strange about Edgar Mitchell is Edgar Mitchell left behind an estate, and he had many papers in this estate. One of the papers from the estate is the Wilson Memo, which is now talked about ad nauseum in American UFO disclosure, you know, where you have records of Eric Davis, who's a civilian scientist who's obviously extremely well-versed in exotic propulsion and, you know, UFO stuff, related stuff. And Admiral Thomas Wilson, who's head of J2 Joint Chiefs, who's supposed to be in charge of all, you know, military technology. And they're meeting outside of the EG&G parking lot. And Thomas Wilson is livid that he hasn't been read into UFO programs.
That wasn't meant for public consumption. And that was released from Mitchell's estate. And that was supposed to be destroyed 1 year after Mitchell got a copy of it as a courtesy from who generated it. And unfortunate that his kids were sloppy, and I guess Ed was sloppy in that he didn't give any instructions on what to do with that document if he should die, but he was supposed to destroy that as far as I understand.
It seems like Edgar Mitchell had some really interesting access.
He was very interested
in UFOs.
Yeah, absolutely, very interested.
Why did if he goes to space, none of his colleagues see anything in space, he does a couple of parapsychology experiments, why does he come back so high conviction that, you know,
I mean, he was a believer even before. I mean,
he was.
Yeah. So he was curious about this, but he didn't see anything, and he says that no one else did. So I only can tell what he told me.
What were the interesting things he told you?
We talked a lot about, he met with Uri Geller, you know, he did experiments with Uri Geller. He was very much impressed by him. I met with Uri Geller as well. I'm not impressed by him at all. I have friends who do exactly the same tricks as he can do.
Yeah, he seems like a bit of a con man.
He's, yeah.
Well, he also, now he goes on Twitter and he goes, Putin, don't press the button. He goes, I had a vision that you're going to, and it's like, he's been wrong so many times that it's like
nobody even care anymore. And I met with James Randi. You know James Randi?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. We sat like this, but even closer.
Crazy fuck.
And he bent his spoon in front of me. I couldn't tell how he did it, but I know how he did it. He bent it like that. I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
But the thing he did was he put my hand over my own watch.
Yeah.
And then his hand over my hand, and then he moved it. And it was 5 hours like that.
Yep.
And we did again, and it was back to the same time as
so
we started.
Interesting.
It's hard to do that, but...
well, he was an amazing magician.
Yeah, he was the amazing Randy.
The amazing Randy. But he also, I don't know, I think in some ways he could have been a bad faith actor. Like, Uri Geller is one of these things cases where you have the Princeton Parapsychology Lab
magicians.
has a
whole They're not actually
book on Uri Geller, and like they studied him a lot. Andrei Puharich brought Uri Geller to the States.
I think it was there that Mitchell met with Uri Geller.
Like
illusions. Interesting. Yeah. So I think there might have been something interesting going on with him from just a pure parapsychology perspective. And then he also blew it out of proportion, had all this BS stage magic that he was doing, and then you get the amazing James Randi with his prize to, you know, be skeptical.
But the most gullible people you can ask for are the scientists. You should put...
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I kind of agree with you, but what do you mean by that?
They are not prepared to be fooled. They are prepared to watch if they can see something strange and measure it.
But, so they think that reality is... Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
So they're not prepared for a magic trick or something.
No, they aren't.
That's so fascinating.
So when you do like magic tricks in front of scientists,
anything else Edgar Mitchell told you?
We talked for hours and hours. I don't remember now. I wrote a long article. I think you can find the article in English if you are looking for my name.
I Really know that
because
guy.
I published
but
it and it's out there.
That's
But it
fascinating.
was nice to have a long talk with him about everything that I was interested in.
What UFO related meeting impacted you the most?
Oh, that was hard. I mean, when I was young and my first investigations, I think
I
that
just find it's
made the
fascinating,
most
the
impact
stories and shit.
on me, because there was this huge observation
That's the thing that sucks. I
near
never
my
know the
hometown
references that
when
they
I was
make.
16. There were lots of policemen
Well, I know
and
some
journalists standing at the top of this mountain, watching for hours an object moving in the south. And I was out behind my house at the same time, 100 kilometers away. And I also saw the object. But they didn't understand what it was. And they were so excited about this. They made drawings that was really fanciful, and there was so much speculation. Every newspaper wrote about this. And I knew what it was. And I wrote to the newspapers. I was 16, and I published my explanation. It was the planet Jupiter. I saw it for hours, and I was so scared about this. Everyone took pictures of it. They were printed in the newspapers, and I could compare the stars around this object with my pictures taken the same evening of Jupiter.
Why
the same stars?
Why would they be so freaked out about the planet Jupiter?
Because they didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
And
they didn't know
It doesn't normally show in the sky there.
one guy, a civilian, was there. He was an Adamski believer.
Okay.
He was a true believer that Adamski had traveled in space with aliens.
Yeah.
And he pointed to this object and said, "Can't you see the windows?" And they were looking, yeah, we can see the windows. But what they could see were the moons, the 3 moons that were around Jupiter at that point.
That's unbelievable.
So he was impacting them. And that was a very, very good learning for me.
Schizo.
That if you have a group of people, they tend to see the same stuff. Because you don't want to be the guy that spoils,
deviates.
Yeah, spoils the party.
So they're crowd-like dynamics.
Absolutely. That was my first big UFO case.
That's so interesting. It's like Gary Nolan, where he got into becoming the UFO scientist by debunking a case like the, I think the Atacama mummy or whatever. So at what point you do that?
Funny.
You debunk this case.
Yeah, I did.
And then at what point do you decide you're going to dedicate your life to UFO research?
I already decided that a couple of months earlier, so this was just the big case. But then I met a lot of people with strange stories that was very much more difficult to
interesting.
to understand.
But why did you decide that a couple months earlier? What was the moment?
I started a small UFO society in my hometown called UFO Mariestad.
Had you had an experience? Or?
No, not at that time. I had not seen anything. I was just curious about how everything works and what did people see. I wanted to know what people saw in the sky.
Have you had an experience since then?
Yeah. I had an experience together with my wife in 1995, November the 5th. We were out traveling by car. It was midnight. We had been out meeting with guys. I think it was a birthday party. I was driving, and Annalie was sitting beside me, and we were just coming into the suburbs of Stockholm. We were very near our house. And there were 2 guys standing at the bus stop waiting for the last bus. One of them were pointing up in the sky. The other one was looking. So I said to Annalie, "Can you lean forward and see what they were looking at?" And she did that, but she said, "No, it's a fantastic sky." It was a brilliant, starry sky all the night we were traveling back to Stockholm. So we passed them, and we were quite near our house. So I parked the car inside our garage, and we went out, and I thought, now I will take a look and see if I can probably find out it was a planet or whatever. So we scanned the sky. We stood 1 meter from each other, and suddenly out of the black in Gemini, between Castor and Pollux, not from the horizon, just bang, came 3 illuminated plus signs. Pum, pum, pum.
Whoa.
And they flew over us. And Anneli saw it immediately, so I didn't have to say anything. But I said, "Oh, did you see? Yeah, yeah." So we ran after them around the corner because they passed over our roof. And we could see them flying over our neighbor's roof and vanishing. And they were like glued together. It was a small space beside them, but they were glued together. And they were so easy to see.
When you say glued together?
I mean, they were moving exactly the same speed. 3 different plus signs.
Were they like 3 UFOs perpendicular to one another, or were they
like beside each other?
So it was okay. So they were plus sign formations of UFOs.
No, they were plus signs.
Solid plus signs.
Solid plus signs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a case like
Not
that?
Not at that point, but I took a look. But I should say one more thing. That I said to Anneli, we don't talk. We go inside. Here's a form. You sit in the kitchen. I'm sitting here.
Spoken like a true UFO researcher. So you literally made yourself like this double-blind witness, and then you both described what you see, and you didn't talk.
No.
That's amazing. You maintained your discipline even in your own sighting.
That's sick.
That's awesome.
So we made drawings and everything, and they were not exactly the same. They never are, but they were of the same objects.
Wow.
Yeah. And after that, I put an investigator for UFO Sweden to try to find an answer. So he tried to see if he could find an answer to this. But
That's so cool.
Were the plus signs what color? White or
white?
Okay.
Yeah.
And how fast were they traveling? Wow. How low were they?
They felt very low, but it's impossible to tell. I mean, it was a black sky and stars, but they were not satellite altitude, not aircraft altitude. They were lower.
Any other anomalies like right angle turns or disappearing or lights or?
The thing was that they were really coming out of the blue or the black, not from the horizon. That was a strange thing.
It's like they just appeared.
Yeah. And I never talked about this to anyone for months, except for the researcher, because it was so strange. But half a year later, I was interviewed on radio, and I was asked, "Have you seen anything?" And I couldn't lie, so I told the story. And then the telephone rang a couple of hours later, and the guy said, "You should talk to my mother." I called her. She was in her 80s. And she was a young girl in the 30s. And she had been out with her mother, who was inside the house. She was waiting outside the house in this field. Middle of the day, sunny. She was just bored. And suddenly, on the road in front of her, 3 illuminated plus signs appeared out of nowhere, rolling on the road, huge.
Whoa.
And gone.
Wow. Were yours also rolling like that?
No.
Okay, hers were.
Yeah.
Yours were more floating.
Yeah, they were rigid, really. They were.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have, it's almost like a cosmic joke that the UFO researcher sees a thing that looks so not like a flying saucer, or even though the flying saucer wasn't seen that much, or triangles, or it's the more common thing. Klaus, do you ever wonder, what if in one of these random manila envelopes?
The answer.
Yeah, or is just the most undeniable evidence?
Yeah, of course. We haven't read them.
Yeah.
I mean, we have read some of them.
So we need to get you funding, man.
Yeah, we really need to get some funding to make this available.
Do you have any plans to digitize?
We do it all the time.
Okay.
All the time. We're only one guy who do it.
Oh.
Oh my God.
So we're sitting under an avalanche, you know.
Well, what's that guy's name? Let's give him a shout out.
Leif Åstrand, he's a real hero.
Leif Åstrand, thank you for doing what you're doing. That's amazing. Who has spent the longest amount of time here as an independent UFO researcher and has gone the deepest on the files, besides you?
Yeah. Who could that be? We have some friends in Europe, of course. Yeah, Greg Ejidian from the US. He spent a couple of weeks here writing his book. He's a professor in history in Penn State.
Hey,
couple of weeks here, writing his book. He's a professor in history in Penn State University.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he spent a couple of weeks.
Is he into UFOs?
Yeah, he wrote this book about the history of UFOs.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who he is, really.
Oh, he's often on TV and things like that, like an expert. He's very good.
Do you like him?
Yeah, I like him.
Hmm.
Really good researcher.
Do you know the Penn State Eric Walker? Do you know who that name is?
Walker.
Dr. Eric Walker. He was at Penn State in their materials lab. He was a lead scientist, and he had a lot of interesting meetings where he seemed to claim that he was part of the Majestic 12.
Yeah.
There's a British Armenian physicist named Azadel, and that guy spoke to him. Henry Azadel.
He's a very, very elusive guy. He has several names. He published this Silver Diamond South Africa thing, which is a fraud.
So do you think he's like in intelligence or?
Yeah, I don't trust him at all.
So maybe do you think his conversation wasn't real with?
I don't know, but Henry Azadel, he's not a bona fide UFO guy.
Because you know about his conversation with Eric Walker? Are you familiar?
I don't know about that, but I know about Henry Azadel.
So, I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with Grant Cameron.
Yeah.
So Grant Cameron wrote a book, and in it is a whole transcript of a conversation between...
Grant is a good guy.
Yeah.
But Henry, I mean, he faked those documents, or he did spread them with the knowing of them being fake.
Apparently there was a meeting between Kit Green and Eric Walker where Kit Green was like, I want to know about the UFO secrets.
Yeah.
And Eric Walker kicked him out of the office and was like, I can't tell. He was like, I know about this, but I can't tell you. And he got very paranoid.
Okay.
So and then there's also, I'm sure you're familiar with Steinman, William Steinman.
Yeah.
So William Steinman also had correspondence with Dr. Eric Walker.
Yeah.
Because he was in touch with Sarbacher. Sarbacher described somebody like Eric Walker as being very involved with crash retrievals.
Yeah.
And so I believe he went to Penn State, Steinman.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Scott Crane, I believe his other colleague.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to meet with Eric Walker, and Eric Walker again was like, you guys are chasing your tails. You're like, I think he called him actually. There's a call between Steinman and Eric Walker, and he said, you're, what do you know about the Sixth Sense? What do you know about psi? And then he says, nothing. I don't know anything. And goes, until you know about that, you don't know anything about this, and you're chasing you're basically, it's like Don Quixote.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. So I was just thinking that because this guy is
that is interesting, man, but not Henry.
Azadel, yeah.
Yeah, he has too many problems.
But you can't. If somebody is an intel agent and they have a lot of fake stuff involved with them, you can't always throw the baby out with the bathwater.
You can never trust them.
For sure.
Yeah.
You always have to take everything with a total grain of salt.
Yeah.
But you also can't discount everything they
but
say. There are people, I think, in the U.S. now who are on the circuit who I'm pretty sure are like disinfo.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't mean you should not talk to them.
No, absolutely. Talk to them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then hold things in very low probability that they say and look for real corroboration.
Yeah.
But I
agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But there are too many of them, so it's very hard to distinguish.
There are a lot.
What
Yeah.
is what,
Yeah. I'm just saying with the Henry Azadel, like maybe some stuff's true, some's fake. You know.
It could very well be like that.
So, Klaus, you mentioned Adamski, which is a very interesting case.
Yeah.
Around a guy who also might be kind of a con man or a snake oil salesman. Hard to say. Seems like he was caught in some lies.
Some people think that he was just a puppy for the government or things like that.
Right.
But many of the pictures he took, those motherships and scout ships, he was traveling, he said, with the aliens to the moon and other things.
Do you think there is anything to any of his comments or statements? Or he was hanging out with some interesting people. He was hanging out with George Van Tassel, right?
Yeah,
and who was Howard Hughes' contemporary. And so, do you think there was anything to that case? Or
it's rather complicated, but I don't think his pictures have been properly analyzed. I think they should be. There is one guy who did some analytic work on it, but he don't want to share
Yeah.
When I ask him, he don't want to share how we did it.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I know there are diaries that Adamski wrote.
Yeah.
And I would love to see them. I know that Glenn Steckling has read them.
Yeah.
And I would love Glenn to share that, but we have not gotten that far.
Yeah.
So there are still some openings or closings. I'm not sure which one it is to the case. So I want to know more really about Adamski.
So you haven't made up your mind.
I'm not made up my mind. I keep a slightly open door.
Yeah.
But I think most of it are not as good as it should be.
What about Billy Meyer? He's another Swiss.
Oh yeah, Billy Meyer I don't trust.
You don't. You think that he hoaxed the photo? I mean, the photos look too good to be true in many cases, but then also complicated where people say, you know, in the beginning he was attracting real stuff, and you get the same thing sometimes with Chris Bledsoe, where
That's
people are
always
like,
the story, you know. In the beginning it was good. And
yeah.
I don't buy that.
You don't buy it.
Buy that. And if I have loads of his pictures at home.
Yeah.
And some of them are so incredibly bad. You can see there are models standing on a table.
That's not good.
That's not good. He used even pictures from books.
Yeah.
You know, the time travel he made to the dinosaurs.
Yeah, that was so strange.
I have that book at home. I took a picture of a dinosaur in that book and said, "Oh, this is a picture I took when I traveled back in time."
That's That's crazy.
It's not.
He says that in the book.
Yeah.
Okay. After this, it's hard to take him serious. Really, he says he took a photo of a dinosaur in the book, and it's clearly a fake photo.
Yeah. I have the book myself. You compare it. It's exactly the same picture.
Jesus Christ.
And you have this picture when an alien is standing with this ray gun in his hand or her hand. I don't know. The alien is cut exactly there, so you can only see the arm and this incredibly fake-looking gun, like from a toy store.
I just had a guest on who said, this guy's named Jason Reza Giorgiani. He says that Billy Myers was like an MI6 agent. Have you heard of that?
Billy Meyer. Also not really his name. His name was Edouard.
I gotta go to bed, dude. I need to watch like the highlight for tomorrow's game.
Meyer. He got the name Billy when he was working in Tehran. The guy was 007. He was a James Bond style super spy field intelligence operative,
really
working primarily in the Middle East.
Billy Meyer.
Yeah. Until he had an accident in Turkey, in a bus accident, his arm was severed. And then he moved on to this property in Switzerland where he became an older man and he became the Billy Meyer that we associate with the contactee phenomenon.
I didn't know that.
I dug up this and have documented it all in Closer Encounters.
Whoa.
So Edouard Meyer was working for somebody in the Middle East that gave him access to all of the Arab potentates. He met with all of the royalty in the Middle East. He had access to the court of the Shah of Iran. In particular, he was very close to the King of Jordan.
Billy Meyer.
Billy Meyer.
What? Yeah, he had like British intelligence
You always
ties.
tend to love to make stories better.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
You think he's
just a crazy guy making up things to make himself a new Jesus, like Billy Meyer really tried to do.
That seems to be a theme. I mean, one of the best books, I think, in UFO research is Jacques Vallée's Messengers of Deception. And
yeah,
it's like you get all this cult creation around,
absolutely,
certain figures in ufology.
It's interesting because there are, here in Sweden, we had quite a few saucer cults.
Yeah.
Where guys who want to make themselves bigger than they are.
Really?
Have told stories that are quite far out and got followers, mostly women.
Okay.
And yeah.
Interesting. What do you think? I feel like I need to ask you because you've probably seen more UFO photos than maybe anybody in the world.
Yeah, loads of them, really.
What is your top UFO photo?
Is there anyone? I mean, the thing about UFO photos is that they were better earlier.
Yep.
The 70s. And when you call the guys who took the pictures in the 70s, they tend to say, okay, I faked it.
Really?
I did so with every single Swedish 1970 photo. And it's always young men, not a single girl. And when I called them 10 or 15 years later, they said, okay, I admit, I did it. It faked. Except one who still maintains his story. And that picture looks so faked. But he's a Christian, he's a very firm believer in Jesus and lives a good life. And I gave him the chance every second year. I call him again and say, hi, it's me.
You can admit that you faked it now.
Yeah.
And he won't admit it.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, it's a guy here in Sweden, so I'm not sure. Christer Sundström.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have the photo?
Yeah, I don't have it here, but I can, of course.
You can send it?
I can send it so you can have it in.
I would love to see it.
Absolutely.
Is that the most visually appealing, clear photo that you can't debunk?
It's incredibly clear. I can fake it any minute if I want. I did it.
Yeah.
I did it as well.
Well, that's the problem with all these photos. Oh, so you did fake it.
Yeah, I did a fake.
Well, you can fake any of these photos, and then certain ones you can't also debunk. And so they end up inherently in this liminal space where if you have a guy
that shit just
who
looks like
seems
a
really
shadow.
honest and like there's no incentive to fake it, then you're stuck. There's no way to fully prove it or disprove it.
The thing is that it's not the picture, it's the story. I mean, when you go to this guy and make an interview and to make him show how he saw this incredibly strange trip and how he took the picture and what happened afterwards, then it falls apart.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think that it's fake because the story doesn't actually stand
Yeah,
on
the
its
story, if you meet with people, you can get the facts you need, not by analyzing the picture.
But this very Christian guy, do you think that photo is fake?
Yeah, I think it's fake.
You think it's fake?
Yeah.
So what's the best UFO photo that you think is real?
Yeah, I was trying to find out that. Most people should say the McMinnville picture.
Yeah.
But of course, I went to this conference in France a couple of years ago, and this analyst showed us that you can clearly see there is a string if you make a data enhancement of it.
Really?
So I don't know anymore.
Oh no, the McMinnville.
Yeah.
That's like a holy grail,
So it's very hard to find a picture you can say that, wow, this is good.
Wow.
You have to look for the story.
So is it safe to say there are no UFO photos that your very high conviction are real?
Yeah, I have no photos that except the one I told you about with the radar return I saw myself. That picture is, of course, of the thing that flew around the lake and the radar picked up. So that was in the northern part of Sweden in 2005. And since I saw the radar return myself on the military radar,
yes,
I know it was there. And of course, he couldn't know it was a military radar.
So you have, on that case, you have radar, you have a photo, you have
2 witnesses.
And you have 2 witnesses. That might be one of the best UFO cases ever.
It's for real. I mean, that happened.
And that's the one you're going to go digging for?
No, it's around the same area.
Around the same area.
But not connected in any other way.
Okay.
It's many, many years between them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Klaus, what do you know now that you wish you would have known as a researcher 40 years ago getting into this field?
I would have loved to understand that it's very scarce time. You have to make interviews with people before they passes away. I miss so many.
Who's top of the list?
Lots of people from the ghost rocket era. Investigators and witnesses that in the 1980s when I started to pursue that, they were gone, many of them.
Who's the number one person?
Oh, it was a policeman up in the very north of Sweden who was very much doing research and met people all around North Sweden and made interviews. I missed him. That's really, really sad. And I missed, of course, several of the witnesses around the lakes.
It's cool that you chose a police officer
Yeah.
and the witnesses, which I think is a testament to what you focus on, which are the core details of what happened in each case. Whereas a lot of UFO researchers assume truth on this like large scale, and then they get into all these kind of pontificating metaphysical questions. And so you're, you know,
Okay.
very obviously rigorous. And so
I tried
appreciate
to.
your time, man. And thank you for having us.
Thank you, Yossi.
That was good. Finally watched
Alchemist, did
the
you enjoy that?
whole
If you
thing
want
of
the
it.
full picture, head over to the American Alchemist.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a video of the new X2N Crazy Light from Pulsar. This is a release I didn't even know was coming, but I've got the medium in white and the mini in blue, and the weight differential between the two comes in around 5 grams of a differential. So 41 grams with the default skates on the mini, 46 grams on the medium in white. The size differential between the two of these mice is actually
Honestly,
quite
those are really
substantial.
nice.
And I do find that the mini is more like a medium-sized mouse in the hand, leaning towards a smaller-sized mouse. And the medium actually
I like
does
how the
feel quite
buttons are
large to
off-colored.
me.
See?
So I would say the
Should have
medium
done that,
actually does feel
Logitech.
larger to me than the
Should have
X2H
done that.
medium in the hand,
Just
as well
put
as
black
the
buttons in
Vaxi
it.
Sora. My performance on the mini is the one that kind of shined through between the two. To me, if you were looking for an X2H medium that feels more aggressive in the hand because it's much more narrow, and the overall hump feeling a little bit less bulbous,
The
and
black
not
buttons
quite
with
as
the
high,
like it
the
would have been
Mini,
sick
to
if
me,
they
just
did
feels really, really
the
good
black
in terms of
logo,
overall
black buttons.
play, aggressiveness in the hand, and overall performance. So if you were looking for a smaller size
man.
mouse in the
It's the
hand
same
than
shell.
the X2H medium with a back hump, this
Look,
to
he even
me
has
really
it,
is
too.
the star of the show. If you are somebody with large hands and you want to palm your mouse, the medium might actually work for you quite well. What I will say is, because the hump is very bulbous in the back, it does make your hand feel as though it's a little bit more elongated, making the mouse feel a little bit longer than it might even actually be. And the side buttons, I did have to get quite adjusted with my grip. The mouse buttons actually do feel a little
Can
bit
I get a large one of
forward,
those,
but once you
please?
start playing and playing...
I guess that they probably use that without.
I'm getting rid of my synthetic ice, and here's why. While I think synthetic ice is a great way to get some practice in at home, I'm getting rid of mine after having it for 2 years. Firstly, I've just outgrown it. I bought about 60 square feet when I first started learning jumps and spins. While it was great at the time for small moves, I'm too advanced now and I need more room to do the jumps and spins that I'm capable of. Also, it's just not really identical to ice. I already knew this going in, but you have to really push to even get the slightest movement going, and you don't get going far. I did like it in the beginning though, because pushing hard on the fake ice made pushing into moves on real ice easier. Also, I'm just able to drive to the rink more now. I got synthetic ice back when I was only able to go to the rink once or twice a week. It just doesn't make sense now to spend hundreds. You're learning.
Now I'm getting this fucking chick nonstop. Alright. I think it's time to go to sleep. What did Bob do?
Holy shit, my aim today. Should probably try to sleep my team what I did. I aimed on absolute dog shit. It was alright. Holy shit, my aim today. Should probably try to smoke my teammate, but I didn't. I aimed for touching dog shit. It was alright.
I was like, what the fuck? I thought he removed his... I'm retarded.
Okay, now, where's my fucking team? They're watching me again. Holy
He's
shit,
the
my aim
best.
today.
Yeah, he did fumble the start, kind of. Anyway. I'm getting off. I'll be on later. Anyways. Peace out, guys.